And that's why we are guaranteeing that this truck will not break down for 1,000,000 miles.
How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel, and in this video we're going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over exactly why Tesla stock has been selling off this week. We're going to talk about some of the important price levels that we need to be watching out for Tesla moving forward. And we have some massive news about Tesla's semi-truck that could potentially be delivered in the month of January. So we're going to be talking about all this important information in this video coming up. As you can see right here, we have Tesla stock sitting at $1,026.96, and for today we're down minus 3.54%, and we opened up close to $1,080, and we slowly sold off. We tried to bounce a little bit to the upside during the first hour of the day. Unfortunately, we sold to the downside, and we closed at $1,026. And when you look at Tesla for the past week, we had a pretty good start for the week. We were at one point sitting at $1,200, but unfortunately we sold off aggressively to the downside. We're still holding above the support of $1,000. We're going to be talking about exactly why this price level is important, but this is mainly due to because what's going on with the overall stock market. And as we talked about on the previous video, the main issue that's driving the overall stock market as of right now is interest rates and what the Fed is going to be doing pretty soon, basically hiking rates sooner than expected. So as you can see over here, comparing to Tesla stock to what's happening to the overall stock market, we still have some sectors that are aggressively selling off, like the semiconductor sector. Like Nvidia today, it's down 3.3%, but we still have some sectors that are actually performing very well. Like when you look at the energy sector, it's performing very well. Of course, the banks are going to be benefiting if we get a rate hike pretty soon, and they're actually doing pretty well too. So there are some stocks that are relatively doing good, but the overall stock market, especially the NASDAQ, has been hit pretty bad. And as you can see today, it's all Apple is up like 0.1%, Microsoft up 0.05%, Google down 0.53%. So these are the big tech companies that make up the NASDAQ, and they're not doing pretty well, including Tesla, which is down today 3.54%. However, we have some massive news for Tesla stock that we're going to be talking about. This being that Tesla is going to potentially be delivering its first Tesla semi-truck units in January, potentially at the end of January. So they're going to be delivering 15 Tesla semi-trucks to PepsiCo. So this is pretty massive news. We talked about that there is a massive amount of catalyst, and for this month of January, we got their earnings call coming up, which is going to be in a matter of weeks. And we know Elon Musk is going to be on the earnings call. He's going to be talking about some of the updates that they're going to be doing in the Cybertruck, some of the other products that they're working on. We know that there's going to be potential announcement of the Gigafactories, that the ones that are in Austin, the one that's in Berlin, that is also another massive catalyst that we're watching. And now add this potential news that when Tesla officially announces that they have delivered their first semi-truck, that's going to be a big news for Tesla. So this is going to be a very important news that we need to be watching out for when they officially announce that they've delivered this 15 Tesla semi-trucks. There have been videos recently coming in and out from Giga Nevada, people recording using their drones when they're officially testing this semi-trucks. They've been seen across the US. They've been testing these semi-trucks, and they're really close to potentially delivering these semi-trucks to PepsiCo by the end of January. So they're also planning to deliver more Tesla semi-trucks to Walmart also, but we don't have the official date for that. But this is going to be the massive news that we're expecting for Tesla to deliver to PepsiCo by the end of January. So these semi-trucks are also going to be having their new battery, which is the 4680 battery that we talked about. That is super important for Tesla vehicles because these batteries have higher range, they charge faster, and also they're cheaper to produce for Tesla. So that is really important when you look at exactly what kind of batteries that Tesla is using for these semi-trucks. And we also going to be watching, of course, a detailed breakdown of what makes these semi-trucks super special compared to other semi-trucks available on the market. So we're going to be going over in detail, looking at exactly the presentation that Elon Musk did when they officially announced that they're going to be producing semi-trucks back in 2017. Of course, they have done some massive improvements like installing these new 4680 batteries and some other important updates here and there, but the majority of the technology that they unveiled on 2017 is going to be the ones that they're going to be using when they manufacture these vehicles and deliver to PepsiCo. So we're going to be going over looking at the highlights from that presentation, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to go over Tesla stock and what to look out for Tesla. So let's check out the video by Elon Musk.
Welcome to the Tesla semi-truck event. I hope you like what you see. I'm going to tell you about everything that this truck can do, starting with performance. So we have an acronym we came up with that I think really describes the performance well. The Tesla Semi will go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Now, at 80,000 pounds max gross vehicle weight, that's the most amount of weight you can carry on a US highway. This is the real-time acceleration of a Tesla Semi. That, on the left, the thing that looks like it's not moving is a diesel truck. The best diesel trucks can only do 45 miles an hour up a 5% grade. Tesla Semi can do 65 miles an hour up a 5% grade. Now, one of the biggest questions we've been asked about electric trucks is, well, how far can they go? Because, well, let's find out. So, 500-mile range. And by the way, it's 500 miles at maximum weight at highway speed. We also have 4 independent motors. So there's a motor on each of the rear wheels and an independent front suspension, so it's incredibly comfortable to drive this truck. What about fueling today? If you're fueling a diesel truck, you've got fumes, spills, toxic environment, prices change all the time. And what a lot of people don't realize is it actually takes up to 15 minutes or more to actually fill a truck. You have to sit there for 15 minutes while the tank gets filled. As compared to charging a Tesla truck, you can charge at your origin or destination. So while you're unloading your cargo, you can charge. Every truck we sell will have enhanced autopilot as standard. Okay. The truck will automatically brake. Automatically. Yeah, you can read it too. It'll automatically brake, but it will actually automatically lane keep as well. So even if you're in the truck and you have a medical emergency, the truck will stay in lane and gradually come to a halt and put on the emergencies. If it doesn't hear a response from you, it will actually call emergency services and get an ambulance. It's going to take care of you. It's going to take care of other cars. It's going to take care of pedestrians. This is a massive increase in safety. With that central position, you're in a very safe position. Even if you were to collide with another semi, you have a low center of gravity that gives you really good handling. It means the probability of a rollover is massively reduced because the battery pack is in the floor pan, and rollover risk is dramatically reduced. And perhaps most importantly, jackknifing is usually the worst nightmare of a trucker. How do you stop your vehicle from jackknifing if you're in difficult conditions? The truck will automatically stop jackknifing because it's got independent motors on each wheel, and it'll dynamically adjust the torque on each wheel so that jackknifing is impossible. Reliability is incredibly important. We're putting massive attention into making this truck incredibly reliable. And that's why we are guaranteeing that this truck will not break down for 1,000,000 miles. Then it has, there's a few other benefits as well. Brakes are a big deal for trucks. You got to stop 80,000 pounds. It's not easy. That's a lot of brake wear. But because with an electric motor, you can turn the brakes into generators. So every time you brake, that kinetic energy of braking goes straight back into the battery pack instead of wearing down a brake pad. So the brake pads basically last forever. The You never need to replace brake pads ever, ever. And this is the feature I like best: thermonuclear explosion-proof glass. So standard glass. Now, why is this important? Because, see, look, nothing. Survived a nuclear explosion. That was incredible. The reason this is important is because truck windshields are huge, and they crack about once a year. And if the truck windshield is cracked, you're not allowed to drive. So actually, it's truck off-road if you have a cracked windshield. And that means lost revenue, disappointed customers. It's a terrible day. And if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, it can take ages to get a new windshield. So actually, this detail matters a lot to someone who really understands trucking. We have the Tesla app that gives you full information about your truck. This is sort of normal. It's like we take it for granted if you've got a Model S or Model X or something like that. But this is not normal, actually, for trucks. You have full access to all your truck information. You've got remote diagnostics. You can see what's going on. Preventative maintenance. The truck will actually anticipate when it needs maintenance and inform you ahead of time. You're probably wondering, how much is this going to cost? Because Tesla stuff is expensive. When you take everything into account, you take the lease cost, the insurance cost, maintenance, all of the factors, the fully accounted for true cost of trucking, a diesel truck will be 20% more expensive than a Tesla Semi per mile. So, I want to be clear, this is from day one. From day one, having a Tesla Semi will beat a diesel truck on economics. Day one. And this is a worst case scenario. So it gets better than this. This is the worst case scenario comparison. This is taking max vehicle gross. It's going at 60 miles an hour, and it's assuming $250 gasoline price. We're guaranteeing a 7-cent kilowatt wholesale price.
Before we talk about a detailed breakdown of Tesla stock, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell if you want to stay up to date on what's going on with Tesla stock every single day. And of course, if you want free stocks too, check out the links in the description box below. So as you can see over here, we have Tesla stock that has been selling off aggressively to the downside for the past 4 days. We hit $1,200 and we've been pulling back. And some of the important price levels we need to be watching out for Tesla is this $1,000 price levels that we've been talking about for several weeks now. So we're still above this $1,000 price level, and I think it's going to be holding strong if we test it again, because we've been testing this level several times in the past and we've been holding it, and it can definitely act as a pretty strong support for Tesla stock, and we might see a potential reversal or bounce for at least 1 or 2 days next week. Of course, this is all going to be dependent upon what's going on with the overall stock market. The NASDAQ has been super weak, so if we continue to sell off, we might expect the Tesla stock to test this $1,000 area, and if we can get any kind of recovery, we might see a bounce off of this level for potential, rally to happen for Tesla. Of course, if we get some of the massive catalysts that we talked about in the past, like the official announcements that we're expecting, like gigafactories opening up in Berlin or in Texas, if we also get the earnings call coming up in next week, that is going to be some of the catalysts that can shift the overall trend of the short-term trend of Tesla stock. Of course, as we talked about in the past, we expect Tesla stock to hit at all-time highs within this year, of course. So that's just a definite thing. It's just a matter of time. And I think Tesla stock is definitely going to be hitting all-time highs this year in 2022. So let me know in the comments section below, what do you think about the Tesla semi truck? And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell. If you want free stocks, check out the links across below. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.